Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Roughneck Racing League here at Lernerville Speedway in Sarver, Pennsylvania. Tonight we have three people in the booth. I am the Penguin and race controller. Tonight we have Tim and Andy with us here in the booth. Tim, of course, you guys know he is a regular, and Andy, welcome in, gentlemen. How are you?
Doing good.
Doing great, man. Interesting to see that we've got some new names out on the track tonight, and I'm kind of curious what's going to happen tonight. What have we got? 17 drivers tonight?
Yeah,
We
and I think
have
5 of those are brand new.
we have 16 on the track tonight, and five evidently are new names. I haven't really gone through them all too well yet. I'm sure I'll get to know them as being the race controller. I get to see all the interesting things over and over and over again. I'm interested to see how many people yeet tonight. There is parts of this track where there is no wall, so we could see some high flying activity.
Well, we did see it in practice because I made sure I rewound it just so everybody could see it again. We'll have to go back and see which car that was. I'm not 100% sure, but we've already seen one fly off the track.
I think
Oh.
people were stating that there might have been multiple who went off the track, so
It's
it might become a common occurrence tonight.
it's possible. Like the 17's having a little trouble during qualifying. These guys do have 5 minutes to qualify, and then we'll have our heat races. And see what's after that. What's after the heat races?
Heat races, and then we go to the last chance qualifier, and then we have the feature. It looks like we're gonna have two, maybe. Well, I have a feeling it's gonna be two heat races tonight, and then we'll have a last chance qualifier because six will go through from each heat. It may cut it down to one, but I only foresee it. I foresee it being two.
Nope.
And the Carolina boys coming in here to Roughneck Racing, uh, new to the new to the family here, have really come in strong, and they bring a lot of skill and very good driving to the league. And I hope that our boys here in Roughneck and Outlaws or SOB hold on, now I'm goofing my names up.
You're correct. It's
Social Outcast.
SOB Racing, Social Outcast. You got Carolina Bad Boys.
Yeah, I hope our guys from Roughneck and Social Outcast, can kind of take some notes from these guys, and hopefully by the end of the season be contenders and give them a run for their money.
Flip through the field here. Take a look at a couple of different drivers. Jeff Scott in the 38. And Quentin Fishland back after 2 weeks off. Good to see the 24 back on the track this week.
I think we missed him, what, 2 or 3 races? And there goes the 17 off the track.
Yep.
Exactly what we were talking about earlier. Gonna be seeing probably a lot of that tonight.
If you get that impromptu yeet out of me, I apologize in advance, stream. It's an automatic reaction.
I believe everybody's about had enough. We have no cars on the track right now with about a minute left in qualifying.
We'll let all the drivers take a little bit of a break. I won't advance on them so that they can run and make their last minute drink and potty breaks.
Well, we've also got to get the tow truck down there and pull them up out of the woods after running off the track also. So we got to make time for that.
Nah, they don't need time for that.
Looks like
They can
Keaton
see-
Holder has the fastest lap though. He's sitting on the pole currently. And let's see.
Wow, Quentin down there in 15th, where he's gonna have to fight to the front tonight. Or he may have just said, you know what, I'm gonna challenge myself and start from the back.
It's a
happens.
I believe we're gonna have some good racing tonight.
Yeah, we'll
All
take.
right, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna have some
start
good,
the
solid racing.
pre-race narrative with the drivers here. So please bear with me, guys. Good evening, drivers, and welcome to Lernerville Speedway at the Clay Oval here in Sarver, Pennsylvania. Tonight's weather is mostly cloudy, 70 degrees, with a track temperature of 64, winds out of the west at 3, with a relative humidity of 57% and a barometric pressure of 29 inches and rising. Tonight it looks like we're going to have 2 heats, and then we will have a conti. Top 5 are going to the feature. You don't have to worry about pits and tires and all that stuff because the races are short enough that they'll last. It'll be okay. You'll be all right. Please remember that we are on a claim system. If you're in an accident, the yellow flag comes out, and you believe you're at fault, make sure you claim it. If there is no claim, it will go to the admin and race control review. As these tracks are so short, we don't really have a whole lot of time to look over them here. Also remember, guys, please remember, I don't want to have to kick you out of the race for this. We are live on YouTube, and they can hear the radios. So please don't make us look bad. All right? We appreciate it. We love you. We do. All right. Guys, have a good race. Have fun. And don't be a jerk, okay? Don't be a jerk. All right, guys. We'll see you out on the dirt. Have fun.
As he stated, we are in week 5 here in Ruff-Neck Racing Dirt Series at Lernerville Speedway. This race is brought to you by James Wagner Welding. James Wagner Welding is a family-owned and operated business. We specialize in custom-built truck beds and offer framework of all types. Located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Thank you, James Wagner Welding, for being on board and help making this league what it's become today.
Absolutely got to give the big shout out to James Wagner's Welding. Has done a ton for us here at Roughneck Racing, and we do absolutely appreciate every bit of it.
So we take a look at the starting grid for this first heat race. You've got Keaton Holder starting in P1, Jeremiah Johnson in second, Cole Wagner in third, Joey Brewer in fourth, Carson Robertson in fifth, Matt Worrell in sixth, Jimmy Pylan in seventh, and Quentin Fischlin in eighth. Of course, this will be a 12-lap heat race.
What transfers out?
So what do you think we're going to see here, Andy?
I think we're going to see that Cole Wagner's probably going to end up getting up front, but I know that the number 97 is a good racer. He's a hard racer. I'm pretty sure he led pretty much every single lap last race, if I'm not mistaken. So
Because everybody from the
I think it's going to be a shootout between the 97 and the 04.
I agree. I would not count out that 24, though. He did win the first 2 races of the season. Had to miss the last 2 weeks, but he's back on the track now. Let's see what Quentin Fischlin can do in this first heat race.
Green.
Pace truck is off, and we're green at Lernerville. First heat race.
Ooh, the 04 and the 17 already beating and banging.
And the 97 taking off. He's got a phenomenal start here in this heat race. And there went somebody off the track going into turn 1.
Oh, it was the 24, Quentin Fischlin. And I believe Matt Worrell got into it also. Yep, Matt Worrell's in the pit, so is Quentin Fischlin. They both may have had the toe in right there. I'm not sure. We'll go back and take a look at it once this heat's over. Got the 29 of Jimmy Rowdy Pylan knocking on the door of the 62 there. We'll try to get on the inside here. Not going to make it.
The 04 is looking to find that room to get around that number 10 car. And I just don't think he can find the line to do it.
62 diving to the inside of the 04 there, sticking his nose in. 04 going to try the inside again. I just don't think that inside line is the way to go right now.
I think if you're
starting out
inside,
that high line.
I think that if you're going to take that inside line, you've got to start high and then come back out high. You can't just hold it down low on the track like an oval. That high line is fast though. If you notice, the 17 car of Jeremiah, he's making ground on the 97.
17, Jeremiah Johnson, one of the newest members of Ruff-Neck Racing. Let's see, which team is he? Does he have a team?
I think he just joined right before the race started, so.
Okay, so they probably have a team. We just don't have all that information yet.
He's in with Keaton. He's actually in a room with Keaton Holder, who's our leader, so they're running 1-2.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. Like Matt Worrell has made it back out onto the track. He is 3 laps down, but he was able to get back going.
And we've got the white flag on the track. Keaton
White
Holder
flag.
with a strong lead.
Dominated this entire heat race, followed by Jeremiah Johnson and Carson Robinson.
I mean, the way Keaton drives that car, he's just. I feel like I don't ever see him mess up. I don't
He hasn't made a mistake yet. Here's your Heat 1 results. Keaton Holder wins the first heat race, followed by Jeremiah Johnson in second, Carson Robinson in third, Cole Wagner in fourth, Joey Brewer in fifth, Jimmy Pilon in sixth, Matt Worrell in seventh, and Quentin Fishland rounds it out in eighth. Well, I guess it doesn't want to give me grid results for the second heat race. Thanks, SDK.
All right, for the grid for Heat 2, you've got Michael Clark in the number 1 position. Next to him is Josiah Johnson. Inside row 2, Jacob Blackwell. Outside of him is Gage Lovelace. Inside of row 3, you've got Matt Ace Barker. Outside of him, you got Johnny Hurst. And in row 4, hold on, people are moving around. In row 4 inside, you got Jeff Scott, and outside of him, you got Jonathan Van Brink.
And I'm looking for that number 13 of Michael Clark to run away with this one. I do know him in person, and I know he's a dirt racer. This is what he does. So
let's see what happens. That pace truck, is it a truck or car? Pace truck's going to dip off. Green flag will wave. Let's see what the old 13 here can do. Ooh, that 71 whipping it inside. That high line, guys. See if the 71 can make
a move to stay underneath the 13. Luckily, these prolates are real sturdy. You can do a little bit of bumping and banging with them and keep those wheels rolling. Five trying to pull the slider. Not quite enough. It is really a battle up here for the 1, 2, and 3 spot between the 13, the 5, and the 08.
08 of Jacob Blackwell looking to make a move on the 71 of Josiah Johnson here.
You're showing him as a different number. Okay.
yeah, I heard that, and I was like, what? These guys look like they're trying to make this bottom line work, and I really don't think it is. I mean, the 71 seems to be making it work pretty well as he takes the high line around this time.
Not working well enough to complete a pass, though. I feel like the cars you see dominate, they're staying on that top line. And that could be a problem. I mean, the guy that's starting on the pole every time, all he's got to do is get out front and hold that high line.
Well, if you think about it, the 13 did start in the second position, so he just got a real good jump off the green flag and is running away with this.
71 looking inside. Oh, goodness. This is some close racing up here. You love to see it, though. They come to the stripe. Like 3 laps to go. Does that 71, which I guess is the 5, what you guys are seeing. I'm seeing 71 on his car. I just don't think he has enough to get there.
He's trying. He's fighting for it. Here they go, taking the inside line again, and it's just not going to work out. Lost a ton of time right there.
White flag waves. Final lap here in the second heat race.
'71 trying that slider one last time, coming into turn 4, and not quite enough. Clips the wall, gets loose, but gets it straightened out, and then yeets it off the track. There is that yeet that we were looking for.
Michael Clark, your Heat 2 winner.
You might want to go back and watch that one on stream, because that was a beautiful yeet.
And the first one of the night.
Your Heat 2 results: Michael Clark wins the second heat. Josiah Johnson comes in second. Jacob Blackwell in third. Gage Lovelace in fourth. Johnny Hurst in fifth. Matthew Barker in sixth. Jeff Scott in seventh. And Jonathan Vandenberg in eighth.
That was a beautiful yeet.
Moving on to the consolation race. Making sure this is the right grid before I start reading it. I do believe it is.
It is. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, so a couple Roughneck boys in this consolation race. Who we looking at? Who we think's gonna excel right here?
I mean, I'd say Ace. I'd look for Ace to probably take this one. I'd say Jimmy maybe a close second, depending on how well he runs. He's probably going to try that inside line just because where he's starting. And as we know, that's probably not going to work out very well.
You know, I'm going to have to go with our 2-race winner, Quentin. He's not having a whole lot of luck here tonight, but I think the extra track time that he's going to get in this last chance qualifier is going to bring him up.
Green flag waves.
He's already making a move.
Yes, he is. Look at Jimmy throw that thing in there low. Ooh, 24.
Ooh, contact.
Dirty slider, getting some contact, but moving himself up into third. Quentin Fishland, he is not taking any prisoners. He does not want to be at the back of the pack for the feature.
No,
Making
sir.
another slider under the
coming.
29.
This man is on a mission.
He is on a mission. Vandenberg just struggling tonight. Jimmy
is not
Pilon
holding
catching.
back.
Jimmy Pilon catching the inside of the track there and getting thrown out a little bit, so he loses ground. Quentin Fishland trying to make that move on the 96 of Matthew Barker. Barker not making it easy on him, but he's trying to pull them sliders out and make that move. This is going to be a 1-2 fight, less than half a second between them.
We do have 15 laps in this consolation race. You see a lap car coming into play. It's the 26 of Jonathan Vandenberg. He will go low and stay out of everyone's way. Matt Worrell back here in the 79 running P3. Jeff Scott in the 38 running fourth. Jimmy Pilon's lost a few spots from where he started.
Ace still holding down that lead from Quentin. Running that high line. That high line's really saving lives tonight.
Here comes another slider. Is he going to catch the speed coming out of the corner? Yes, he does. He makes up some of that gap from the mistake on the back stretch where he made a little bit of contact with a rough section. Actually, no, I'm sorry, the front stretch where he made some contact with a rough stretch right there along the wall, slowing him down a little bit.
Here comes that 79 of Matt Worrell, chasing down that 24.
It's going to be interesting to see what Quentin Fishland does in the feature. Starting from mid to late pack. Another dirty slider by Fishland. Barker's just running his line nice and easy, keeping the car as straight as possible so that when he comes out of the corners, he's carrying as much speed as possible. Doing an amazing job tonight in this consolation race.
Yeah, Ace has ran a great race so far. He's made no mistakes. He's just running his line, and he's not rear view driving.
White flag is out. And our winner of the consolation race is Matthew Barker, followed by Quentin Fishland, Matt Worrell, Jimmy Pilon, Jeff Scott, and then Jonathan Vandenberg. All right, now comes the fun one. All 16 drivers on the track. The heat races are practice. This is the big show. Who do you guys got?
You know, it's hard to bet against Keaton Holder after what I've seen, but Michael Clark put on a show in that second heat as well, so it could be anybody on that front row.
I think I'm going to be a little biased. I'm going to stick with my guy, Michael Clark.
It's just because you know him.
Yeah.
Your starting grid for the feature event here. Keaton Holder will start out in P1. Michael Clark in second. Jeremiah Johnson in third. Josiah Johnson in fourth. Carson Robinson in fifth. Jacob Blackwell in sixth. Cole Wagner in seventh. Gage Lovelace in eighth. Joey Brewer will start ninth. Johnny Hurst in 10th.
Okay, that's weird. Did you just see that?
I did not. Matthew Barker in 11th, Quentin Fishland in 12th, Matt Worrell in 13th, Jimmy Pilon in 14th, Jeff Scott in 15th, and Jonathan Vandenberg in 16th. I did not see it. Did the field?
The positioning, Yeah, the field shifted up on my SDK, and I was wait. I was following along, and all of a sudden, everything. I'm like, that don't let. Wait, hold on. And by the way, it's Robertson, not Robinson.
I said Robertson.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I. You know what? Maybe I just need new hearing aids.
I think that's what it is. You are getting pretty old.
I am. My birthday is next month. Don't tell anybody.
Happy early 85th birthday, Penguin. We wish you the best, and I'll send you some tennis balls for your walker.
You're not far off if you invert the numbers.
I've got a feeling this is going to be a wild race, guys. We've got 40 laps here at Lernerville in this feature race. I don't know what to expect here.
Quentin not coming out of the pits until he's going to start a lap down. Interesting. Oh, the 26 spinning out.
Of the 58, Johnny Hurst is going to go over the edge there for a moment.
Everybody doing a good job of holding their lines right now, though. Oh, and there's some contact.
29 and the 79 making contact.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the caution comes out.
Sorry, George. I didn't know you were at my quarter. I tried to cut down on their boat.
See if we can find this. Right. Oh, goodness. Let's rewind that. Make sure that was the initial cause of the accident here.
I got a question. I hit a tire before I even came on the track. Can I get the wave around?
Unfortunately, there are no wave arounds because under caution we do not track laps.
So, am I a lap now? I'm a lap now.
I'll have to talk about it on the admin team because
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Even if you get a wave round,
Yeah, because I think we're both scoring for racing. Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green. Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
All right, so real quick, we're having an extended caution here. Just trying to get some guys caught up. I think we had an issue where some of the drivers were stuck in the pits at the beginning of the race, so just trying to get this all sorted out.
Race control is currently giving a few wave rounds to get these guys back on the lead lap. As Andy stated, we had a apparently a pre-race situation in the pits, so I've never seen that happen before.
Get everything sorted out.
No, never.
So hopefully everything should be sorted out now. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate you.
The good news is everybody's back on the lead lap and they can race now. Keaton Holder in that 97 will lead them to the green flag here. Let's take a look from the James Wagner Welding blimp here as these guys go back green flag racing.
Keaton off to another great start. 13 and second on the outside. We have the 17 now passing the 71 on the outside. That 71 trying to make that inside line work, and it just doesn't. Hops out to the outside line, which will be the preferred line. Looks like we have a pretty good battle going up there in second place. '17 was trying to make some moves. Looks like he's dropped down a position now.
71
trying to make it work.
71 looking to make a move on that 13.
'71 managed to complete the pass on the 13 for that second position. Oh, we have contact. Like the 26 at Vandenberg.
We have a battle going on up here in the second, third position. Josiah Johnson and Michael Clark really battling for that P2 spot. Let's go on board with Michael Clark here.
These guys are running extremely smooth in these 1, 2, 3 positions here.
Take a look at Josiah Johnson up here trying to make a move on the current race leader, Keaton Holder.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, somebody turned around right there.
Flight window is open.
Go back and take a look here, riding with the 26 of Jonathan Vandenberg. This may have been what led to the caution. Yeah, he just gets it turned around and is facing the wrong way.
Keaton it here. Hey, my bad. Grab this front kiss. Just caught me off guard a bit.
I think I just saw a glimpse of the 38 of Jeff Scott there in the pits, missing an entire tire.
There he comes, slinging some dirt, headed back out onto the track. I guess they got that tire put back on. So far, it's been a three-way battle up here. You've seen Josiah Johnson make his way around Michael Clark, and he was looking to make a move on Keaton Holder when that yellow flag came out. Be interesting to see how this restart goes right here, Andy.
Yeah, if that 71 can keep it on that high side and get a good restart here, I can see him making the move on Keaton and taking that first position.
Green, green, green.
Green flag waves. We're back racing on lap 14 of 40 here at Lernerville Speedway. 97 of Keaton Holder gets a great jump, leads the pack. Followed by that number 5, which I'm seeing the 71 with a big move on the inside, able to clear the 97.
That pushes the 97 down to the inside. 97 going to have to make that inside line work. 71 going to stick on the high side. And it looks like Keaton Holder's going to take that first position back as he gets a bump from the 71 going into turn 3.
Well, these guys are battling up here up front.
Yeah, these guys want it. They want to win. They're wheeling out here. 17 making him move on the inside. Gets the pass, but can he keep it?
You're starting to see guys really whip it in on that lower line now, Andy, and making actually able to clear on the outside and make those passes. It seems like every time they do, though, the car that they clear ends up going right back to the inside and clearing them right back. So it's just a back and forth battle right here.
It's just a constant leapfrog going into every turn. As you can see the 71 and the 17 doing it.
They're just taking turns. Meanwhile, Keaton Holder's just cruising out here.
I'd say he's Sunday driving right about now. I'd say he's feeling really good.
Jeremiah Johnson in that number 17 running P2, trying to catch up to Keaton Holder. Michael Clark in that 13 battling back here with the number 5 of Josiah Johnson. Gage Lovelace back here in the 89 rounding out your top 5 right now. Got Johnny Hurst in that number 58 looking to break into the top 5 if he can make his way around Gage Lovelace.
I just saw the 71 over the track.
Caution, yellow flag.
Yellow flag comes out. And that would have been Josiah Johnson. Ooh, that's a tough break if it was him. He was running up front.
I do believe he was running in that second position.
Let's take a look at it right here, the number 5. Just a little too much, and yep, he ran it off the track. That's unfortunate. He was able to save it, though. But that is what brought out the caution.
You were saying it right as I was pushing it.
With the way he's been driving tonight, though, I see him, you know, making a good run through this pack and getting himself probably right back in that top 5.
I'm not gonna penalize you for that much. And technically you didn't interrupt the race traffic, so.
Thank you, man. I just jumped to the turn, that's all I thought. That's all I thought I could do, because I didn't want to go up into traffic.
As I see, we've got a Jimmy Pylan fan in the chat. Let's take a look at Jimmy Rowdy Pylan here. He has made his way up to 7th place right now. And Jimmy's one of those guys. He was one of our asphalt guys and just recently started really getting into dirt and has put a lot of time and effort into perfecting this dirt craft, and I believe it's starting to show on the track.
Yes, it's definitely starting to show tonight, especially after the week he had last week.
Good to see
Definitely
him
doing a lot
rebound.
better.
Pace truck's
Green
off,
flag,
green
green
flag will
flag.
wave. We're at lap 25 of 40. Keaton Holder jumps out front. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, the 13 of
Michael
Ooh.
Clark. Really took it down on the low line, all the way down into the grass. Actually.
Take a look back here. You're starting to see Josiah Johnson in that number 5, 71 on the stream, but number 5 in the league, trying to make his way back up through the field. See that 96 of Matt Ace Barker running in the 13th position.
Looks like he's trying to gain some time on Keaton Holder there in first place. Sticking to that outside line it seems like everybody kind of is right now. It seems like a lot of guys
Caution,
are spread
yellow
out.
flag.
And there's the caution.
Caution waves. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh,
no.
58
Oh,
going
no.
for a ride.
I mean, he went off track.
Clean window is open.
Yeah, we'll have to back that one up a little bit.
58 tried to drive me off the track, and I lost 5 fucking spots. Dude, watch your language, man. Like 6 or 7 now, 12. Wait, you put in a ticket post racing ticket with that brand. Not sure how I do that.
Let's take a look at that one more time, Andy. You want to
Doesn't really help me now.
see if we can find it. From the broadcast booth, it looked like hard racing, but we will go back.
Oh, yeah.
and it just looked like hard racing.
Green, green, green.
We'll have to take another look at it. Green flag waves. We're back racing with 10 to go here in this feature event in Lernerville Speedway.
The 97 of Keaton Holder just absolutely tearing it up, keeping it in first place. He has actually had a battle this race with the 17. Running him
Caution,
down.
yellow flag.
Got another caution.
See if we can locate what brought this one out.
I don't think it had anything to do with Keaton.
I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not sure why that caution came out. I don't know. Maybe race control can come in and let us know what happened there. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm as lost as you are here.
And yes, Duke in the chat said, get your sand wedge. You know, I almost made a golf comment when I saw that car go off. It reminded me of a tee shot that I would hit. Nowhere near the fairway where it should be.
Just way off in the woods, yeah?
Just at the exact opposite place of where it should be.
Yeah.
So I believe we will have 10 to go when the green flag drops here. Those pace laps will drop off, and I believe we'll be at 30 or 40, so it should put us at 10 to go. It may be 9 to go.
If I could see, I'd tell you.
It'll be
Green
9
flag,
to go
green
in the green flag waves. Green flag waves here at Lernerville Speedway. 97 of Keaton Holder gets out to the front. Great jump like he's had all night. with 8 laps to go, can anybody catch Keaton?
I really don't think so, but I do think that second and
yellow
third
flag is
positions
out.
we are going to have a really big battle for. But here comes another caution flag.
I believe that was the 10 of Carson Robertson. Well, it wouldn't be dirt racing without a little bit of attitude in it, right, Andy? Tempers do flare at dirt tracks.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I thought asphalt was bad, but when you go to dirt, I mean, it is it's a completely different world. These guys are serious about what they do. I mean, it's not easy. I genuinely do not think dirt racing is easy. I do enjoy it, do have fun doing it, but these guys are serious.
We did hear some tempers flaring earlier. But that's dirt racing. And I believe they'll be restarting single file here since there were so many back-to-back cautions right there in a short period of time.
That'll make it interesting on this restart, that's for sure.
As a race fan, though, I'd love to see them side by side coming to the green.
Green.
But with this single file restart, we're going to see who's going to be willing to opt in to go down on that low line and try to make a move. And the 89 is wanting that third position bad.
Be 4 laps to go here at Lernerville. Keaton Holder with the lead right now. Jeremiah Johnson in that 17 trying to chase him down. I just don't know that there's going to be enough laps left for him to make it up. And as I say that, he looks to the inside of the 97 of Keaton Holder.
He's going to stick to the outside as you see the 97 of Keaton Holder taking that inside, which is actually starting to slow him down. They swap out, and we're going to have a
oh
big
my
here, but with
goodness.
the caution coming out, the 17 is going to keep that first position. So that'll definitely make this next restart very interesting with the 97 of Keaton Holder starting in that second spot behind the 17.
And it looks like the 29 of Jimmy Pylan got off the track here, and that may have been what brought out the yellow there. Well, things just got interesting for this final restart. I believe did the 17, was he clear of the 97 running P1 when that caution came out? Or was I mistaken?
But, with the way they're lined up, I'm starting to think not. It looks like Keaton's actually going to keep that first position.
Which is odd.
I swear I saw the 17 passing.
I don't know. Maybe we're getting old too. Yeah, I could have sworn the 17 was out front before the yellow flew, but
I mean, I will say 24 is starting to feel like 84.
Well, the 17 has proved that he can get around that 97, but can he do it with 2 laps to go? We're about to find out. Pace truck dips off. Green flag will
Green, green,
wave. We have
green.
2 laps to go at Lernerville. Can Jeremiah Johnson catch Keaton Holder in these last 2 laps?
I mean, we saw him do it once, so I believe he could do it again.
I believe he's going to drive the wheels off that thing trying. White flag waves. See the 97 really whip it in there. Keaton Holder holds on to win here at Lernerville. That was some good competitive racing up front.
Yeah, that was phenomenal throughout. Nobody gave up. Saw a lot of guys. I mean, yeah, they ran these cars tonight. That's for sure.
Your buddy Michael Clark brings it home P3. I'm not sure what happened with the 96, but I want to go back and take a look at this because I just saw car parts flying everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Ace has become Evil Knievel. He is now a stuntman.
Yeah.
Let's get your final results here for the feature event. Keaton Holder, your race winner here at Lernerville Speedway in the Ruff-Neck Dirt Series. Jeremiah Johnson comes home second. I believe this was his debut, right, Andy?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Brings it home second in his Roughneck debut. And Michael Clark's debut also?
Yes, it is.
I believe so. Your buddy comes home with a podium finish in P3. Gage Lovelace in 4th. Josiah Johnson, another newcomer, in 5th. Jacob Blackwell in 6th. Cole Wagner in 7th. Matthew Ace Barker in 8th. Jimmy Rowdy Pylon in 9th. Matt Worrell rounds out your top 10. Joey Brewer in 11th. Johnny Hurst in 12th. Quentin Fishland in 13th. Carson Robertson in 14th. There you go, Penguin. Jonathan Vandenberg in 15th. And Jeff Scott in 16th.
Was a phenomenal race tonight.
Tempers did flare, but these guys did a great job. That was some... I'd have to say that's probably the most entertaining dirt race that we've had this season. So, job well done to all the dirt drivers tonight. We'll get prepared here to pull your podium winners in for interviews if they are around. Let's see. And Andy, I'm going to let you, since you're first week in the booth, we're going to let you do the interviews.
All right.
I do not believe some of these guys are in the chat, which is unfortunate.
I do see Keaton Holder waiting in a room.
You can go ahead and pull him in and start the interview process if you'd like.
All right, I will drag down your race winner. Hey, Keaton, this is Andy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, a phenomenal race tonight, as you had last week as well. How did the track feel tonight? Was it feeling pretty good?
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Just a little slick in 3 and 4, a little treacherous.
Yeah, well, we saw you guys wheeling it out there. There seemed to be a lot of competition tonight, and a lot of new faces really wheeling it out there. Did you have any worry about that number 17 out there on the track? I believe it's number 5 in the league, or that's
Nah.
somebody else.
Nah, I wasn't too worried because that's my teammate. I knew he wasn't going to do nothing crazy to me. But I'm just pretty stoked to get 2 in a row.
Okay, good to know that y'all are teammates. It looked like a phenomenal battle, and you obviously held it good out there, and y'all kept it clean, and It's just a phenomenal race overall.
Yes, sir.
We'll give you the floor now. Any shout outs you want to give, you're more than welcome to.
I'd like to thank K&M Graydon, Chase McCormick Racing, JW Septic Service, and all the guys at Chris Ferguson Motorsports, Missoula C Speed Shop, and then y'all for putting this thing on.
Yes, sir. We're more than happy to have you here. Keaton Holder, your race winner here at Lernerville Speedway. Keaton, congratulations. And we'll see if you can go, I guess it'll be 3 in a row next week, right?
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next week, Keaton. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was your race winner for tonight. I believe I see the number 17 of Jeremiah Johnson down here. So we're going to go ahead and drag in second place. Hey, Jeremiah, this is Andy in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, that was a phenomenal race tonight. I don't remember fully where you started, but you and Keaton were really wheeling it out there. Did the track feel good? Car feel good?
Oh yeah. I think I started third, possibly, or something like that. But yeah, me and Keaton tried to put on a good show, and it was a lot of fun. Track kind of slicked off toward the end on top, and we were just trying stuff to see what worked best, but came up one spot short.
We definitely saw that high line dominant, and we just found out that you and Keaton are teammates. Were you trying to fully get the win on him? Were you trying to do that?
Well, obviously everybody wants to win, but I wasn't gonna rough him up for it or anything like that. But it's always good to have 1, 2, 3 with teammates, you know.
Yeah, it was overall a phenomenal race. You guys did a phenomenal job, and congratulations, Tim. You got anything for him?
I do not. Jeremiah, the floor is yours. If you want to give any shout outs, say hello to anybody that may be watching the stream. The floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, man. I want to thank all my sponsors, like Missoula C. Everything they do for us, and appreciate Keaton and Michael and all the guys running me clean there. And thank you guys for putting it on. It was a lot of fun. This is my first race in this league, but I mean, I plan to run many more. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. We're happy to have you. Welcome to Ruff-Neck, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. You have a good day.
Yes, sir. Y'all too.
That was Jeremiah Johnson, your second place finisher in tonight's race. And let's see, we've got Michael Clark, Andy's buddy. Let's bring him down and have a little chat with him.
Hey, Michael, this is Andy in the booth. You got us?
I got you, loud and clear.
Hey, that was a phenomenal race tonight. I did have you down to fully win this thing, but you got third. How you feeling?
Felt good. I'm not really used to running these limited. I'm more used to the pro and super scene. But I mean, track got real slick there at the end. I was in there with Keaton and Jeremiah and Josiah, and we were all just trying to figure out where to run and bring home a 1, 2, 3 finish. Really.
Well, I mean, you guys did just that. You guys absolutely tore it up out there. That was some of the best racing I've seen, especially in dirt, in a long time. I mean, you guys were getting super close. I did see some people, start to lift each other up and everything, but you guys kept it clean. And overall, it was a phenomenal race.
Well, thank you, Bo or Josiah. He likes to lift me up from time to time, just to give me that little nudge, say I need to go faster. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. Tim, you have anything for Michael?
I don't. Awesome race, Michael. Welcome to Ruff-Neck. We'll give you the floor if you want to shout out any sponsors, any family you got watching. The floor is yours.
Oh yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody over at Missoula Safety Shop, Sweet Victory Apparel, WR1 Sim Chassis, Spartan Transportation, Bilston Shocks, TAC 3, VLR, and then all the guys that I race with, Keaton, Josiah, Jeremiah, and all the guys over at Missoula C. We all like to get in there and make each other faster and give each other pointers and everything. So it's always good to have a team you can rely on to pick up speed anywhere you can.
Absolutely. Congratulations on that podium finish and your Roughneck debut, and hopefully we'll see you next week for some, if it sticks, I guess we're headed to Bristol.
I'll be there.
All right, Michael, thanks. You have a good day, brother.
Thanks for putting it on.
That was Michael Clark, your third place finisher tonight at Lernerville. Andy, any final takeaways from tonight's race? Anything you want to add?
I'm surprised. I'm shocked. That was a phenomenal race. I kind of want to watch more of it. I've enjoyed my first time being in the booth. Appreciate everybody watching, and obviously got to give the shout out to James Wagner's Welding for allowing us to, sit here and do this for everybody.
Absolutely. Big shout out to James Wagner Welding for being on board, as well as Admin Box. That's all we've got up here in the booth. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here at Lernerville Speedway. We will be live again next Sunday at 7 p.m. from Bristol Motor Speedway. See if these guys can't put on a show over in Bristol.